Now in Good Morning Northwest, breaking news. A shooting and police deputies working two different scenes in Spokane Valley. We'll have a live report.
It's going to be a nice wrap up of the week today. Then we see another round of rain or snow. Which and when coming your way?
The aftermath of what could be President Biden's final State of the Union address, his attack of Donald Trump and the Republican Party, and the GOP's response this morning. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, March 8th.
We want to begin with breaking news. Deputies with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office investigating reports of a shooting in Spokane Valley.
About a dozen officers are investigating near the Ponderosa Apartments, and more at the scene of 16th and Pines. Now, 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live at 16th and Pines right now with this new information. Allison, what do we know?
Natalie, Robin, good morning. Now, the Spokane County Sheriff's Department has been investigating overnight at least 2 different locations here in Spokane Valley. I'm at 16th and Pines. I spoke with a deputy here, and he was able to confirm that this is in response to a shooting and that there were 3 people who were involved. There's no word on their conditions at this time. Now, at this location on 16th and Pines, sheriffs seem to be focused on a white SUV that is left in a field. It appears to be dented, and there's red tape surrounding that vehicle. Now, there was a forensics team on scene earlier this morning, and there continues to be a significant presence from the Sheriff's Department. Now, as you head out the door this morning, this area does not have any road closures at this time, but be sure to drive through with caution as there are deputies investigating. Now, the other location that the Sheriff's Department is focused on this morning is the Ponderosa Apartments. Those are currently completely blocked off and taped off this morning. Now, the deputy that I spoke to here at the scene did confirm that these locations, these crime scenes, are related. Now, that's the information we have for you at this time. We'll be sure to bring you any updates as soon as they become available. Reporting in Spokane Valley, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now. Back to you in studio.
Allison, thanks so much. Hey, let's get to Mark with your first alert forecast.
All right, good morning. So here's the deal. We do have cool weather out there, 25 degrees and a relatively clear sky for Spokane, 16 and cold in Coeur d'Alene. So be prepared as you head out. We look at the 4 things as we do every morning. Sunshine to clouds today. It's going to be dry and mild today, but that wet mix coming in for the weekend depending on timing and elevation. And of course, Saturday night into Sunday, we're springing forward 1 hour with our clocks. Currently 20 into Deer Park, 24 into Cheney, 23 Post Falls. Hayden, you're at 16 degrees this morning, and we're into the mid-20s for the I-90 corridor as we head in. We look at what's going to happen throughout today. We're going to see, again, increasing clouds later on today. As we look at the forecast radar, we're going to see that next system slowly come in from the Puget Sound, crossing over to the North Cascades, taking a break, and then another round coming in, and then that's going to blend over into us for Saturday. But look at today. We're going to have the sun, the clouds. We're going to have 47 degrees for the high. 46 is a normal high for this time of year, so we're right where we need to be. Again, those showers coming in over the weekend. We'll have more on that coming up.
Well, this morning, new reaction to President Biden's 2024 State of the Union speech. The president given his biggest platform yet ahead of November's election.
Yeah, he used it to unveil his plan to take on some of the biggest issues at home and abroad. President Biden wasting no time beginning his State of the Union speech by discussing the fight for democracy, going after Donald Trump, yet never mentioning his name. The fiery and at times combative speech highlighted a wide range of issues, beginning with women's reproductive rights. He talked about raising taxes for the wealthy as well as lowering prescription drug costs. The president also scolding Republicans for not passing his bipartisan border security bill and touting his record on the economy.
15 million new jobs in just 3 years. Unemployment at 50-year lows. Wages keep going up. Inflation keeps coming down.
Despite the many issues the country faces, he remains optimistic. Following Biden's speech, Republicans painting a different outlook.
Country we know and love seems to be slipping away, and it feels like the next generation will have fewer opportunities and less freedoms than we did.
Biden did talk about his biggest vulnerability, his age, saying, quote, "The issue facing our nation isn't how old we are, it's how old our ideas are." Last night, Biden also announcing an emergency military mission to build a port in Gaza. We'll break down those details coming up in about 30 more minutes.
see that, right?
I did.
An update to a story we first showed you last week. Spokane police identified and arrested the teenager you saw in that video hitting a Spokane nail salon owner with a flower pot. Officers took him to the juvenile detention center where he was booked for 4th-degree assault and 3rd-degree malicious mischief.
We hope to learn more today about a man found dead at the top of Lookout Pass Ski Resort. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office says someone found him yesterday but have not released a cause of death or the name of the victim. This is a developing story. We will update you as we learn more. Immigration agents are now barred from Spokane Public School campuses following some policy revisions. At Wednesday's school board meeting, members unanimously voted to revise policy in order to make this notion clear. Latinos and Spokane, a local nonprofit that supports Latinos and immigrants within the county, has been at the forefront of this initiative, even showing up at the meeting with signs. Its executive director says this was important to pass in order to make sure all students have a safe space to learn. She says this was especially important due to the upcoming election and recent hateful messages spread about immigrants.
We all need to set the tone that is not going to be welcome, that everybody here is created equally, that immigrants are welcome, and we have the right to go to school, we have the right to be present in this community, and we're also a fabric of this community.
Latinos in Spokane hopes to continue the conversation with Spokane Public Schools regarding cultural awareness.
Well, today is a day to celebrate the achievements of women and support action against gender inequality. It's International Women's Day. The holiday is celebrated around the world on March 8th, giving focus to issues like gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women. The theme for 2024 is Inspire Inclusion. You can keep celebrating for the rest of March, as it's also National Women's History Month. Say a good month to celebrate.
I think so.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:07.
We are waiting for Mark. You're busy back there. I hear you working away.
I can't tell you how many times people have said that. We're just waiting for Mark.
At least you're consistent.
Oh, exactly. I'm very consistent. So will the temperatures. The snow level is going to be fairly high.
Okay.
We're not really expecting to see snow in the lower elevations, but certainly it's going to be a mountain event. We're going to talk more about that, but look at what you're looking at. A few clouds, some blue sky, temperatures in the mid-20s. Your full forecast is coming up.
Also coming up, Spokane Valley could get more multifamily housing. Coming up, a look at the proposal and what a local affordable housing advocate thinks about it.
And anger in Uvalde, Texas, but not a shock as a police independent investigation cleared officers in a deadly shooting at Robb Elementary. Coming up, how the city council responded.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed!
You've got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before.
During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 4 years no-interest financing. But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Hayden Canyon Charter achieves academic excellence and inspires passion for exploring the world in a real and authentic way. Projects and expeditions are designed to have a positive and tangible impact on the student, school community, and community at large. Hayden Canyon Charter utilizes a hands-on, project-based learning model that allows students to gain problem-solving skills through real-life experiences and community service opportunities. Call or visit HaydenCanyonCharter.org to apply today. Priority lottery deadline is March 8th.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in Liberty Lake or call Keith at 509-499-2601.
Grow your love for the outdoors at the 62nd Annual Bighorn Show, March 14th to 17th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds, presented by Lithia Motors. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit and shop hundreds of vendors and exhibitors. Check out the Trophy Territory Annual Exhibition. Go fishing with the kids at Les Schwab Fishing World. Enjoy live music. You will find it all at this year's Bighorn Show. This event is produced by Inland Northwest Wildlife Council. Big thanks to Brett's RV and Marine, Les Schwab, and many more. Get your tickets and more details at bighornshow.com.
The race is on to save thousands during the 72-hour kickoff sale at Cal, where they are marking down rigs to sell fast, plus delaying all payments until June 1st with a complimentary 2-year service maintenance plan included. Today through this Sunday at Cal.
Are you tired of getting out of your car to open your gates? Would you like to control the access to your commercial property or business? Then call the experts at Northwest Fence to get a free estimate for your new automated gate. Nobody builds them better.
You've got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before.
During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 4 years no interest financing. But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
It is now 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Outrage in Uvalde, Texas, as an independent report finds officers did not violate policy when 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at the shooting at Robb Elementary.
The victims' family were heard crying in the room as the city council read its report, which cleared officers of wrongdoing. At a packed city council meeting yesterday, retired Detective Jesse Prado, who was hired by the city to investigate that shooting, detailed multiple failures by law enforcement. But he said those failures did not violate policy. 2 council members say they do not agree or accept these findings, calling them embarrassing and insulting. A criminal investigation by Uvalde's district attorney still remains open.
Former GOP Representative George Santos, who was expelled from the House last year and is facing federal charges, announced last night he's running for Congress again. This time, he'll challenge a Republican congressman in New York. Santos made the announcement during President Biden's State of the Union address. Santos is just the 6th lawmaker ever to be expelled from the chamber. He has pleaded not guilty to 23 federal fraud charges.
On this Friday morning 10-second takeaway, hey, a little frosty out there. You're going to need your layers as you head out. It's going to be sunshine today with some clouds moving in this afternoon, but the shades will still be, I think, desired. 47 the high today.
Building new multifamily housing units could soon become a reality in Spokane Valley.
The city wants to buy a $630,000 piece of property behind the Lowe's on Sprague. It's part of an effort to provide more diverse housing options for all income levels. The city council approved the purchase of 1 1/3 acres of land on South Carnahan last month. Chauncey Jones with local housing organization Take Up the Cause says the Spokane area needs about 70,000 affordable housing units.
And if you take that land cost out and offer an affordable housing developer the opportunity to build something and take that cost out, that's how we get more units.
The fund comes from a portion of the remaining $2 million designated for housing, affordable housing. The purchase is expected to close in a couple of weeks. By the summer, the city of Spokane Valley says it'll issue a request for proposals for the development of affordable housing. Good Morning Northwest Time is now 6:13.
We've been talking a lot about Spokane's drug crisis. It's hit an all-time high. Up next, how a new detox center could help ease that crisis.
And a live look this morning at 16th and Pines, where deputies are investigating a shooting. An SUV involved about to be towed away. As you see, we'll have another live report coming up in just a few minutes.
Is your car scratched or damaged after the winter weather? Visit American Way Collision Center to get your vehicle summer ready. With over 60 years of experience, their employees make the quality difference. Come visit American Way Collision Center on Francis.
Breathing Claritin Clear is like...
Pretty girls walk like this.
Is he confidently walking 8 long-haired dogs and living as if he doesn't have allergies? Yeah.
Fast relief of your worst allergy symptoms, like nasal congestion.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Slam dunk a deal on 170 new Kias at George Gee Kia. You can't afford to miss this sales event. Score the winning deal with the new 2024 EV6 Wind all-wheel drive for only $335 a month. New 2024 Forte LXS only $199 a month.
Now that's a slam dunk.
Come visit the George Gee team today in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
It's the place we start every day, where we prep, primp, and relax on the weekends. At Northwest Granite, we understand your bathroom is the second most used room in your home, which is why we help you pick out the perfect cabinets, tile backsplash, and countertops to make your bathroom beautiful. At Northwest Granite, we help you design it, we build them, and we will install it so you can enjoy it.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
At first, I use Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And with all the varieties, organic, reduced sodium, and now the culinary collection, it's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Dermatologist recommended Cetaphil. We do skin. You do you.
Is your car scratched or damaged after the winter weather? Visit American Way Collision Center to get your vehicle summer ready. With over 60 years of experience, their employees make the quality difference. Come visit American Way Collision Center on Francis.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It is 6:16, new on Good Morning Northwest. An Idaho woman who survived capture and torture as a child just lost her home to fire this week. According to KTVB7, fire destroyed Shasta Groney's Nampa, Idaho home Wednesday. She and her 5 children escaped safely, but the family lost everything. According to the fire department, the Red Cross of Idaho and the Nampa Firefighter Charity Fund are working to assist Shasta and her family. Shasta was 8 years old when Joseph Duncan killed her mother, stepfather, and one of her brothers. Duncan kidnapped Shasta and her brother Dylan and tortured them for weeks. He killed Dylan. Police rescued Shasta when an employee in a Coeur d'Alene restaurant recognized her. Duncan died of brain cancer in 2021 while on federal death row. Spokane's drug crisis reaching an all-time high, prompting people working on drug treatment outreach to ask the city to declare a state of emergency.
It would be similar to what's being done in Portland. In the meantime, a new drug detox center could be part of the solution.
You're seeing a lot more people just open air using.
Now, the former Daybreak Youth Services building has a new life as Spokane Treatment and Recovery Services. Centers like this play a key role in addressing our current drug crisis. As the need for more resources grows, the city could also declare a state of emergency, opening itself up to more funding to help those battling addiction. It's something called a coalition of treatment service providers that they've been pushing.
Portland recently declared a 90-day state of emergency. So like in seeing that, we felt like this was a something that we also needed to like get some attention and resources like marshaled in that direction.
Councilmember Paul Dillon is planning to introduce a city resolution aimed at addressing overdoses as soon as next week. Of course, 4 News Now will keep you updated on what this does and how it could help.
Here is a live look this morning on your Friday TGIF. Have we mentioned that?
Yeah.
And we also mentioned that it is a Wear Red Friday. As always, we are celebrating and honoring all those who are deployed and, of course, their families. Thank you to all of our military.
All right, well, good morning. Mid-20s throughout most of our region, which is a little about average, actually. Spirit Lake and Hayden, you're in the teens. Everyone else is not balmy, but not cold either. It's a chilly start. Make sure you put some nice layers on before you head out the door. 47 degrees will be our high today. That's about average for this time of year. Sunny with afternoon clouds sneaking in. Gonna be a nice day today. Overnight temperatures down to 28. We're going to get those south winds 5-10 miles an hour. Will not have a big impact on the weather. What will is the system that's sitting into the Pacific starting to come ashore. We're going to see that through the Puget Sound, BC first, and then working its way down Oregon and into California, where they're drying out now, but they're going to have more wet weather coming in. Not as much as they saw last week. So we see the continuation of the Olympics picking up a little bit of snow this morning, but into the Puget Sound itself, it's rain We're going to see that rain coming in for tomorrow afternoon, noon, 1, 2 o'clock. We're going to see that as rain for us with snow into the mountains. That pushes out. We'll see a continuation of snow into the higher elevations, but below 3,000 feet, it should be rain. So Sunday morning, we have a return engagement and should see more sustained action on Sunday. It's going to be a wetter day. And then we'll get a break on Monday. Then we get another round coming in for Tuesday. All of it with mountains above 3,000 feet. You're going to see snow. I got to tell you, today it's going to be a bluebird day for those for all our ski areas, and all of them have that fresh snow from the beginning of the week. And it's going to be a beautiful day to get up into the higher elevations. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 40s, 50 into Ritzville, mid 50s from the Tri-Cities all the way to the LC Valley. We'll have those temperatures into the mid to upper 40s today, tomorrow. Again, looking at Sunday to be a wetter day, 45. Monday, a bit of a break, a 30 to 40% chance of showers. And then more sustained rain again on Tuesday, drying out for next week and warming up into the low to mid 50s potentially for next weekend. Of course, St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Music to our ears there, Mark.
It's going to be great.
Thanks so much. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:21.
Stick around for morning sports coming up right after the break.
Thanks so much for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest to start your Friday. Look at this clear sky there. We'll see you right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time to hoop it up at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Score your share of over $22,000 in cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries to shoot hoops for cash. Missisquoi Casino Hotel.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it. I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Hi, can I bring my friend to work out?
Nar.
Hey, this is better.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend for free anytime and enjoy access to the Black Card Spa. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 15th.
The race is on to save thousands during the 72-hour kickoff sale at Cal, where they are marking down rigs to sell fast, plus delaying all payments until June 1st with a complimentary 2-year service maintenance plan included today through this Sunday at Cal.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Score your share of over $22,000 cash at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Shoot for cash and prizes starting at 4 p.m. this Saturday. Slam dunk a win at Missisquoi Casino Hotel.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Middensone. If WSU defeated Washington last night, Cougar fans were hoping to storm the court. But instead, the game ended with the Huskies stomping on the court. UW spoiled senior night for the Cougs. Wazoo came up short 74-68. The Cougs' big three of Miles Rice, Jalen Wells, and Andre Yakimovsky combined for just 19 points on 6 for 30 shooting. Now, with the loss, Washington State will be the number 2 seed in next week's Pac-12 tournament. The Cougs will have a bye into the quarterfinals. They'll play at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. Gonzaga will be going for a 5th straight WCC tournament title. And while Gonzaga did not win the regular season conference championship, they are the favorites to win the conference tournament. tournament over top seed St. Mary's. The Bulldogs have looked like a completely different team over the last month, winning 8 straight games with victories over the Gales and Kentucky. Gonzaga is looking to make one last statement before the NCAA tournament begins.
The teams we're going to be playing do have a little chip on their shoulder trying to win as many games and try and get into the tournament automatically. But I mean, we have a chip on our shoulder too at the same time, so we're going to go down there and compete and try and win the whole thing again.
Not winning the conference regular season, obviously we were happy with how that ended, but not winning that leaves a bitter taste in our mouths, and I think we're excited to compete for a championship.
Now the Bulldogs play in the semifinals at 8:30 on Monday night. Their opponent is still to be determined. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:25.
In our next half hour, we'll take you back out to Spokane Valley for breaking news.
We're bringing you the latest details on a reported shooting in Spokane Valley coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Plus, sending aid to Gaza. Sydney, we are breaking down President Biden's announcement at last night's State of the Union address. And as we send you off to a commercial break, here's what's coming up first on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the Pull No Punches ad from one of the nation's biggest weight loss manufacturers.
Some people have been using medicine, never meant for them.
Eli Lilly's red carpet riff, shining a light on the consumer they say need their weight loss drugs the most.
People whose health is affected by obesity are the reason we work on these medications.
The ad resonating with real consumers, including 49-year-old Christy Hopen, who says she hasn't been able to receive Mounjaro, needed to treat her diabetes for 2 months.
It's just very frustrating and aggravating that I can't get the medicine that I need.
These are medications that need to be prescribed in a medical setting. These are really meant for people that are dealing with this disease.
So why exactly is the company doing this? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York. Night.
Dan made progress with his mental health, but his medication caused unintentional movements in his face, hands, and feet called tardive dyskinesia, or TD. So his doctor prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily TD treatment for adults. Austedo XR significantly reduced Dan's TD movements. Some people saw a response as early as 2 weeks. With Austedo XR, Dan can stay on his mental health meds. Cool hair.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking reserpine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
Ask your doctor for Austedo XR.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Today, tonight, and tomorrow, Cal Cars is kicking off the month with a 72-hour sale at both Cal locations, where they are marking down over 72 trucks, cars, and SUVs to sell fast. Plus, delaying all payments until June 1st. And $0 down is all you need. This is your chance to save thousands and trade your old vehicle in for something better with a complimentary 2-year service maintenance plan included. But it's only today through this Sunday at Cal.
Mother's Cupboard has the lowest prices on your favorite vitamin brands, like Now, 33% off every day, and Carlson, 30% off every day. And now, we also deliver in the Spokane area. If you can't make it into one of our 4 stores, we'll deliver to you, usually the same day. Only Mother's Cupboard has the highest quality supplements at the best prices and delivery to you.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with breaking news. Deputies with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office investigating reports of a shooting in Spokane Valley.
About a dozen officers are investigating near the Ponderosa Apartments, and more are at the scene at 16th and Pines. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is there at 16th and Pines. Allison, what do we know so far?
Deputies from the Spokane County Sheriff's Department have been investigating overnight at least 2 different locations in Spokane Valley. Now, a deputy who I spoke to earlier at the scene here at 16th and Pines confirmed that this is in response to a shooting, that 3 people were involved, and they had no update on the conditions of any victims. Now, here at 16th and Pines, earlier this morning, officers were focused on a white SUV. The area was taped off, and there were no road closures at that time in this morning. Now, forensics, several sheriff's deputies were on scene earlier this morning. Now, the other location that they were focused on is the Ponderosa Apartments. Those apartments were also blocked off. Now, the deputy that I spoke to earlier this morning did confirm that these 2 crime scenes are related. Now, that is the information that we have for you at this time. We'll be sure to bring you more updates as soon as they become available. Reporting in Spokane Valley, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much for that update. Let's get over to Mark Peterson with a look at our First Alert forecast.
All right, good morning, everybody. That First Alert weather app is still free. It's still available. We're tracking showers, and you'll want to know when they're going to be occurring over the weekend. Right now, we got a fairly clear sky. We're sitting at 25 degrees. Got a few clouds out there, and that's really going to be our day today. We're going to see a few high-think clouds increasing in intensity by later on today. We look at those 4 things you need to know. It's going to be sunshine to clouds, dry and mild today. It's going to be a wet mix this weekend with snow into the mountains, rain in the lower elevations. And, of course, Saturday night into Sunday morning at 2 a.m., we spring forward 1 hour to lose an hour of sleep for Sunday. Now, let's just throw that in there. When we look at the forecast radar, it is going to be those variable clouds, northern Cascades, really going to be the first start of that. We're going to see that roll through, taking a break. Then we're going to see more coming in for Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon, about 3 o'clock, we start to see, or noon to 3, we start to see lower elevation rain coming in. This morning, we start off with a mostly clear sky, temperatures in the mid-20s. It's 12 up into Spirit Lake and Athol. We do have 16 into Hayden, but everybody else is in those low to mid-20s. It is a cool start. Make sure everyone's dressed appropriately for work and school, please. We will see the sunshine. That high today is still forecasted at 47 degrees.
This morning, President Biden confirming plans for America's latest effort to deliver emergency humanitarian aid to Gaza.
The president announced an emergency mission during his State of the Union address last night. Biden saying the U.S. military will construct a temporary shipping port off its coast, opening a corridor between Cyprus and Gaza City. The pier will be similar to the one seen here and will serve as a temporary port to help UN workers deliver aid to Palestinians trapped in the Western Territory. Recent attempts to deliver have been hampered by road closures and fighting, forcing the U.S. military to airdrop food, water, and medicine to civilians trapped in the war zone. But with Gaza teetering on the edge of famine, airdrops won't be enough to stop widespread starvation.
Israel must do its part. Israel must allow more aid into Gaza to ensure humanitarian workers aren't caught in the crossfire. Humanitarian assistance cannot be a secondary consideration or a bargaining chip. Protecting and saving innocent lives has to be a priority.
Meanwhile, protesters in Washington, D.C. attempted to block Biden's motorcade ahead of his address, renewing calls for the Biden administration to stop military funding in Israel. The U.S. still hopes to help negotiate a 6-week ceasefire by Sunday. Now, last night, the president also reiterated his hope for a 2-state solution. In other news this morning, a mother and her boyfriend have been arrested on several child abuse charges against a 7-year-old boy.
This investigation began in January when a Sunset Elementary School counselor noticed bruises on the child's face and saw him taking milk and food out of a garbage can at school. That child was taken to Sacred Heart, where medical staff noted bruising on his neck and a 12-pound weight loss since before the school's winter break. Court documents revealed that the child met with a caseworker at Partners with Families and Children. He told them his mom's boyfriend would put his hands around his throat and lift him to where his feet were off the floor. He also said he was forced to sleep naked in a bathtub for several nights. While details of this case are hard to hear, according to an advocate with Partners with Families and Children, child abuse is all too common here.
Specific to our program, we saw over 600 children last year when there were concerns of abuse and neglect. I know those numbers probably look different depending on law enforcement or CPS numbers, but it's very high.
The boy's mom and her boyfriend, an airman at Fairchild Air Force Base, have been arrested and charged with several counts of child assault along with other charges. They made their first appearances in court yesterday. 4 News Now is not naming them because doing so could identify a victim of child abuse.
A bill that would ban TikTok in the U.S. is heading for the full House for consideration. The bill unanimously made it out of committee yesterday on a 50-0 vote. Now, for years, lawmakers have expressed concerns about the app due to its parent company ByteDance's connection to China. They believe the company could share its users' data with the Chinese government.
The Chinese Communist Party pose the greatest national security threat to the United States of our time. With applications like TikTok, these countries are able to target, surveil, and manipulate Americans.
If signed into law, ByteDance would have 165 days to sell the app. If it refuses to sell, it would then be illegal for TikTok to be available for download in app stores. The House Majority Leader plans on bringing the bill to the floor sometime next week. Now, TikTok has repeatedly denied allowing China's government to access user data.
The Post Falls Library is hosting a book sale fundraiser following extensive damage from a burst pipe that shut down the library. It's taking place March 15th and 16th. All proceeds will support the library as it makes repairs. You can see all the damage and what volunteers can do to help by finding this story on KXLY.com. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:37.
Let's check in with Mark Peterson here as we head into our weekend. It's going to be a lot more rain, it seems like.
Afternoon showers on Saturday, more sustained rain and mountain snows on Sunday. But I got to tell you, today is going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have more on that forecast and what we can expect to see with a warming trend coming up.
It is a disease affecting millions of women across the U.S., and you may not even know you have it. After the break, why experts say endometriosis is so underdiagnosed.
Plus, why you should keep melatonin away from your young children. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's time to hoop it up at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Score your share of over $22,000 in cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries to shoot hoops for cash. Missisquoi Casino Hotel.
Slam dunk a deal on 170 new Kias at George Guy Kia. You can't afford to miss this sales event. Score the winning deal with the new 2024 EV6 Wind all-wheel drive for only $335 a month. New 2024 Forte LXS only $199 a month.
Now that's a slam dunk.
Come visit the George Guy team today in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Hi, I'm Robert Sacre. You may know me from my basketball career.
Down to 3.
But what you don't know is I'm a father of 4, and life can get pretty chaotic. So that's why I'm getting a vasectomy at North Idaho Urology, so I can finally sit back and enjoy the madness.
Vasectomy season is back. Scheduled today in North Idaho Urology.
Hey, can I get some butter for my popcorn?
Sure, it'll be $1 extra.
$1 extra for butter?
Yep.
Ridiculous, right? You know what else doesn't make sense? Some people are still paying for their checking accounts. Some places it's $12 a month. At P1FCU, we believe some things should just be free. Open your Ascend checking with tons of great benefits at p1fcu.org/free.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Score your share of over $22,000 cash at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Shoot for cash and prizes starting at 4 p.m. this Saturday. Slam dunk a win at Missisquoi Casino Hotel.
Welcome back. It's now 6:40. Endometriosis affects about 5 million women in the United States. It's often called the missed disease because many women may not even know they have it.
Well, there's a reason why it's often underdiagnosed. Dr. Megan Billow with the Cleveland Clinic says sometimes it says endometriosis is a condition in which tissue similar to the lining of the uterus grows where it shouldn't, causing extreme pain and links to infertility. There's no known cause and no cure. There's also no blood test or biomarker that can detect this condition.
Reason it's underdiagnosed and can take up to 7 to 10 years from the initial onset of symptoms to diagnosis is because the clinical symptoms do overlap with many other types of conditions.
Now, endometriosis most commonly impacts women between the ages of 25 and 40. Identifying a diagnosis as soon as possible allows doctors to treat those symptoms faster.
The use of melatonin to help people sleep has soared in recent years, but you should keep it away from young children. In fact, the CDC reports the number of children under the age of 5 who went to the ER because of melatonin was up 420% between 2009 and 2020. 11,000 children went to the emergency room between 2019 and 2022 due to ingesting melatonin unsupervised. Dozens of melatonin gummy products have been found to contain dangerous levels of the hormone. In some cases, they contain CBD with no melatonin at all.
10-second takeaway on a Friday morning. Good to have it here. A little frosty start, so put on your light layers. You'll need them. Sunshine today. Grab the sunglasses. The high today, 47, near 50 downtown.
A racing heart is a familiar feeling during stressful times, but stress can have long-term effects on your heart health as well. An 18-year study from the University of Southern California found people who were highly stressed from childhood to adulthood had higher body fat, more fat around the gut, a higher chance of becoming obese, and an overall greater risk of heart disease. There are ways to lower your risk by lowering your stress. These include meditating, exercising, and laughing. As they say, laughter is the best medicine.
I believe it. We need more of it. It's now 6:42.
We all look forward to spring, but how is a changing climate affecting what you should be planting in your garden this year?
And it's a piece of ancient human history where archaeologists just uncovered these 8,000-year-old cave paintings when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Choosing countertops is one of the biggest decisions that you make during a kitchen remodel, and my husband and I thought that we would have to go to Seattle to find what we wanted. A friend recommended that we try Granite Concepts in Lewiston, and the people at Granite Concepts were amazing. They were friendly and straightforward and helped us find exactly the countertops that we wanted.
Granite Concepts, beauty set in stone.
There are some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals and look forward to a more confident future.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Kylie and I know there's a lot of great choices for new and pre-owned cars in North Idaho.
And we want Parker Subaru to be your first choice. Not only do we have a great selection of Subarus, we have an award-winning service center, now open 7 days a week.
Because we are committed to keeping you satisfied long after the purchase.
Visit us online at parkersubaru.com or stop by and visit us at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through April 1st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
That one's funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
4 News Now is brought to you by Silver Mountain Resort in Kellogg, Idaho.
It's now 6:45. With spring knocking on the door, you might be thinking about your garden, but climate change could impact what you choose to plant this year.
ABC's chief climate correspondent Ginger Z has that story.
Signs of spring are everywhere, which means many of us will be getting out and doing some gardening. But where you live impacts what you can grow more now than ever. The U.S. Department of Agriculture recently made changes to its plant hardiness zone map. It's that map designed by experts to help gardeners select the right plants based on their location.
It's been a tool that gardeners have used going back almost 100 years.
Scientist Todd Rounsaville worked on the latest update, and he says that the map is largely based on the lowest temperature recorded each year, taken over an average of 30 years.
The extreme cold temperatures can really limit a plant's survival. It's a major limiting factor about where perennial plants can grow.
The data collected by Rounsaville and his colleagues show that the average minimum temperature across the U.S. increased about 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit since the last map was made just 12 years ago. And although the changes can't all be attributed solely to climate change, scientists suspect there is an association. For example, magnolias that are native to the southern states are now surviving the northeast winters.
It would only take one extreme cold winter to kill those, but they're doing much better. And in fact, they're actually recruiting in some natural areas, potentially because it's not getting to the cold extremes that would limit them in the past.
Rounsaville says that the act of gardening goes a long way in positively affecting climate change by reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, helping with stormwater mitigation, and passive cooling for buildings. With this Climate Minute, I'm Ginger Z.
Uncovering human history, archaeologists have discovered the oldest dating cave paintings in South America, dating back more than 8,000 years. These paintings, drawn with charcoal, were found in Argentina, about 700 miles southwest of Buenos Aires.
Wow. Ooh, look at this. This is live. Is this?
Yep, Mount Spokane.
Wow. Okay,
All right.
that is Mount Spokane.
From
for
Lodge 2, looking up, this is where the night skiing is going to be happening tonight. And of course, the bluebird skiing during the day.
Today's the day, right?
Today's the day. I mean, we got the fresh snow, somewhat of a surprise on how much we got at the beginning of the week. Well, all of that is set up for beautiful groomers. They haven't lost much of it. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
So, yeah, skiing around the region is going to be phenomenal today. Tomorrow, going to get some afternoon snow showers coming into those areas. For this morning, clear and cool with areas around Spirit Lake and Hayden still into the teens, but everyone else low to mid-20s today. So again, you want to dress appropriately as you head out the door. Our high today is going to be into the upper 40s, 47 degrees officially. Going to be sunny and nice. We're going to see some afternoon clouds coming in. More clouds overnight. Cool. Temperatures down to 28. That's about average, too. So the next big thing is sitting off into the Pacific. It's headed our way, and we can see that clearly. It's going to get pushed, but behind that is going to be drier air, and then we're going to warm up for the end of next week. So we look at the forecast radar, and again, firing up into the early afternoon, we're going to see rain showers coming in with snow into the mountains. That snow level is going to be sitting at about 3,500 feet. We're going to see more rain going into areas of the Tri-Cities, Pendleton. It's going to come across. We're going to get a bit of a break, and then Sunday morning, we see another round about the time you're getting out of church. If you get to church on time, you may have forgotten to set your clock. So we'll see the rain coming in Sunday with mountain snows expected. Rain, snow mixed at times, potentially in the early morning hours, depending on that timing. But it looks like rain for Sunday evening. And then Monday, we're going to see a drier day with mountain snows into the Rockies and the Selkirks that are going to roll with some winter driving into Lookout Pass going into Montana. We'll see that hit and miss all weekend long. 47 the high today, 46 into Coeur d'Alene. Sandpoint, you'll be at 42. Well, down into Pullman, 48 degrees, pretty consistent, low 50s. Ritzville all the way into Moses Lake. So the planning forecast, we're going to see those temperatures in the upper 40s today, tomorrow. Scattered showers, more sustained rain and mountain snows on Sunday at 45. Will be 46 with scattered showers Monday and more sustained rain again on Tuesday. Then we start to dry out and warm up for the end of next week. Next weekend right now is looking beautiful.
That sounds great.
As of today.
Maybe a good weekend to stay in and start that spring cleaning a little bit around the house.
I don't want that on my list. I really don't.
Added.
Springing forward is enough of a list, isn't it? It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next.
Thanks so much for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest to start your Friday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
We're fired up about our latest addition to Holiday Electrical Services. Electric fireplaces. A sleek modern design or a little classic charm, we have the fireplace to match your style and space. And the best part, no chimney needed. Call and schedule today. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser does more than clean. It actually protects skin by keeping it hydrated, so you're always ready for the unexpected. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Right on time.
See our huge selection of Camrys built for everyday drivers at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Catton gets it anyway, makes a nice move, goes down the left side. Catton out front, backhand, shoots and scores! Shot by Roulette, he scores!
Saturday, March 9th in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It's Coca-Cola Bobblehead Giveaway and Family Feast Night. Your Spokane Chiefs play Seattle. The first 2,000 fans receive a limited edition Derek Ryan Bobblehead, courtesy of Coca-Cola. Plus, we'll have discounted concession items while supplies last. Gates open at 5, puck drops at 6:05. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
We're fired up about our latest addition to Holiday Electrical Services. Electric fireplaces. A sleek modern design or a little classic charm, we have the fireplace to match your style and space. And the best part, no chimney needed. Call and schedule today. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the weekend with the morning sprint.
It'll be another sunny day today. Mark has your full weekend forecast just ahead.
But first, breaking news overnight. Deputies with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office investigating a reported shooting. Let's get to Allison Martinez live at 16th and Pines.
Good morning. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office has been investigating overnight at 2 different locations. I'm here at 16th and Pines, where the scene has now been completely cleared. Now, I spoke to a deputy this morning who confirmed this is in response to a shooting and that there were 3 people involved. He had no update on the conditions of these people. Now, the other location is the Ponderosa Apartments. There was a sheriff's presence there through the morning, and that is the information we have for you now. We know that these two crime scenes are connected. We'll be sure to bring you more updates as soon as it becomes available on our website, KXLY.com. Reporting in...
You see that, right?
I did.
Update to a story we first showed you last week. Spokane police identified and arrested the teenager you saw in that video, hitting a Spokane nail salon owner with a flower pot. Officers took him to the juvenile detention center where he was booked for 4th-degree assault and 3rd-degree malicious mischief.
We hope to learn more today about a man found dead at the top of Lookout Pass Ski Resort. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office says someone found him yesterday but have not released a cause of death or the name of the victim. This is a developing story. We'll update you as we learn more.
A mother and her boyfriend have been arrested on several child abuse charges against a 7-year-old boy. This investigation began in January when a Sunset Elementary School counselor noticed bruises on a child's face and saw him taking milk and food out of a garbage can at school. The child was taken to Sacred Heart, where medical staff noted bruising on his neck and a 12-pound weight loss since the start of winter break. Court documents revealed that that child met with a caseworker at Partners with Families and Children. He told them his mom's boyfriend would put his hands around his throat and lift him to where his feet were off the floor. He also said he was forced to sleep naked in a bathtub for several nights. Well, for a full breakdown of the court documents, you can find this story on KXLY.com.
As we look at our situation with our first alert weather, things are looking really good today. In fact, we're going to have a fairly clear day. We're going to have some clouds bumping around, increasing in intensity later on today. But it's going to be dry. We're going to see some winter snow into the higher elevations of the Cascades. For today, we're starting off temperatures into the mid-20s. We're going to warm up into the mid to upper 40s today, so things are looking pretty good there. But Deer Park, you're at 20, 24 into Cheney, downtown 24. We are going to see temperatures climb up to 47 degrees. 46 is an average high, so we're going to be at or above average all afternoon long.
Immigration agents are now barred from Spokane public school campuses following some policy revisions. At Wednesday's school board meeting, members unanimously voted to revise a policy in order to make this notion clear. Latinos in Spokane, a local nonprofit that supports Latinos and immigrants within the county, has been at the forefront of this initiative, even showing up to meetings with signs. Its executive director says this was important to pass in order to make sure all students have a safe space to learn. She says this was especially important due to the upcoming election and recent hateful messages spread about immigrants.
An Idaho woman who survived capture and torture as a child just lost her home to fire this week. According to KTVB TV, the fire destroyed Shasta Groney's Nampa, Idaho home Wednesday. She and her 5 children escaped safely, but the family lost everything. According to the fire department, the Red Cross and the Nampa Firefighter Charity Fund are working to assist Shasta and her family. Shasta was 8 years old when Joseph Duncan killed her mother, stepfather, and one of her brothers. Duncan kidnapped Shasta and another brother, Dylan, and tortured them for weeks. He killed Dylan, but police rescued Shasta when an employee in a Coeur d'Alene restaurant recognized her. Duncan was on federal death row when he died of brain cancer in 2021.
The Post Falls Library is hosting a book sale fundraiser following extensive damage from a burst pipe that shut down the library. It's taking place March 15th and 16th. All proceeds will support the library as it makes repairs. You can see all the damage and what volunteers can do to help by finding this story on our website, KXLY.com.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, President Biden kicking off the general election with his State of the Union address, addressing immigration, abortion, Putin, and more. We'll have a final check of weather as Mark coming up right after this quick break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a bonus for me.
We decided to put in an in-ground pool.
I literally went on Angie and typed in pool.
Getting to talk to different contractors, see different bids.
We wanted something beautiful. We wanted something that our children would feel happy swimming in.
And we love it.
Get started today at Angie.com.
today, tonight, and tomorrow, Cal Cars is kicking off the month with a 72-hour sale at both Cal locations, where they are marking down over 72 trucks, cars, and SUVs to sell fast. Plus, delaying all payments until June 1st. And $0 down is all you need. This is your chance to save thousands and trade your old vehicle in for something better with a complimentary 2-year service maintenance plan included. But it's only today through this Sunday at Cal.
For the day, we are going to see some blue sky. We're going to see some cloud cover, and that's going to be on the move today. Wind's going to be light. Temperature's going to be fairly mild. We're going to be 47 for the high at 2 o'clock, about 46 degrees, 47 about 3, and it's going to be a nice afternoon. So you'll need sunglasses. We look at our planning forecast. You're going to need your umbrella for Saturday afternoon, much of Sunday, and again, parts of Monday, but much of Tuesday. And then by the end of next week, working our way into St. Patrick's Day weekend, yeah, we're going to see drier, warmer conditions. Should be great parade weather there. But yeah, clocks forward Saturday night.
Don't forget, thanks for starting your Friday with us.
We sure appreciate it. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts.